and acting better than ever at the farms and soy milk, drinking pudgy little weasels under the ground with the greasy little guppies they are. So I'll be doing a video today. I saw this thing while Robert Trash Niro, Bald Niro, goes and rants and raves in the middle of the road about how bad Trump is, with his goons and goblins and hobby G's behind him. So I thought it was funny how delusional and worthless he was. So the maestro's going to make a video about the sniveling coward that he is. So there's a video on it that I want to watch.
Campaign. This is the President of the United States looking around for anyone who can lead the rally outside of the courtroom where they are attempting to imprison the chief political rival to the sitting president.
Trumpy Baba!
No one wanted to do it. Obama's not showing up. Bill Clinton's not showing up. Jimmy Carter probably could show up. He's still not showing up. Then they look in the media. Okay, do we have any really famous...
How is Jimmy Carter still alive?
Taylor Swift, do you want to come? No, she's not there. So they go all the way down the list, and they end up with Robert De Niro. That's the best they got. Is a man who... He's very good at playing the one role that he plays. I'm not taking anything away from De Niro. That one character that De Niro figured out in the 70s, he is very good at...
He hasn't had a good movie in 50 years. That guy's like a scarecrow outside. He scares children, man. Like, dude, Trash Niro is a gobbledygook babbling buffoon. Like, everything he says is a complete lie. He's delusional beyond belief, and he just despises Trump for no reason.
Playing that role, and he's given some...
Yeah, you know, President Biden is in trouble. When Presidente Biden's in trouble when he's making Pez Niro go on the street and start ranting and raving in front of the courthouse. You know he's in dire straits.
Fun performances over the years. Count von Metternich, he is not, okay? A political philosopher, he is not. So he gets out there, and here is his argument as they are attempting to imprison Trump.
Under Trump, this kind of government will perish from the earth.
We already had him for 4 years.
I
and
don't
he was the best president.
You. No, wait, maybe I do mean to scare you. If Trump returns to the White House, you can kiss these freedoms.
That's their only tactic, is to try to scare you. Trump's a dictator. Trump's going to be the next fucking blah, blah, blah. That's all they can do, is try to scare you into voting for somebody else. But the thing is, the American people, apparently they're pretty dumb because they voted for Biden last time. But, well, did they really vote for Biden? Dead people did anyways. Yeah, he did not get 81 million votes. We all know that. But, the American people are finally wising up to this act. We already got Trump for 4 years. He didn't become a dictator. Our economy was great. We had the lowest unemployment. Even the maestro had a job somehow. That's like an eighth wonder of the world here. Okay? No wars. Peace in the Middle East. Everything was going good. And now we have millions of illegal immigrants pouring across the border, pillaging and destroying, ruining our lives, the worst economy of all time. We can't do anything. We can't even go out on the street without seeing a guy shoot up heroin in the side. It's insane.
Goodbye, that we all take for granted. On elections, forget about it. That's over. That's done. If he gets in, I can tell you right now, he will never leave. He will never leave.
I don't want him to leave. Let him run for the next 30 years. He should be president for the next 30 years, and we'd have a great life.
Know that. He will never leave.
You will never leave. Shut up.
If I keep saying this 5 or 6 or 7 times,
then maybe it'll be true.
Then people will believe me, huh? Not a very convincing performance from De Niro for 2 reasons. One, he didn't even memorize his lines. The one hard skill that Robert De Niro has cultivated during his life is memorizing words on paper that other people write for him. Here, he couldn't even do that. Supposedly, the country is on the line.
Because you know what it is? When you're saying something true, it just naturally comes out of your brain. But then when you're lying, you have to think of, even though the maestro's brain is like a whole implosion and it's kind of turning into dust anyways, and I forget a lot of things, that's the one reason I couldn't become an actor, even though I'm the best actor of all time, and I'm the best actor of all time. The maestro wouldn't be able to remember his lines. That's the only problem. I got an A in my acting class in college. I wish I want my money back so bad. But and this is where the Meister's brain is imploding right now. But when you're saying something true, it's easier to just do it smoothly. And when you're lying about it, you get all choppy and worked up, and then you don't know what to say, you know?
It will perish.
Yeah.
But he doesn't care enough to speak from the heart. He writes it down on paper. Yeah, I don't mean to scare you.
Trump bad.
Or maybe I do. But if Trump is elected, forget about it. He actually put in a forget about it. Give me a break. So that's one reason it wasn't convincing. But the main reason it wasn't convincing is the big problem for Biden in this race. Trump has already been president. So all the fear-mongering, all the threats that if Donald Trump is elected, he'll never leave office, the country will fall apart, the government will dissolve, we'll enter World War III, all of that fear-mongering falls flat because he was already president. We already saw what happened, and none of their scare tactics actually occurred. None of the dire warnings actually came true. He'll never leave. Well, he left. You stole the election from him. Sorry, let me correct my language. I want to be very precise in my language. You changed all the voting rules in the weeks and months before the election, and you dragged out the count in rather dubious ways through the middle of the night for days and weeks, and you took $400 million from a left-wing...
I could probably become mayor by doing that. Oh, let's stop the vote count in the middle of the night. I don't think anything will go wrong.
Billionaire and funneled that money into left-wing organizations and then moved ballot drop boxes, in some cases illegally, and you violated the state constitution in Pennsylvania, and you did this and you did that to fix the election, to rig the election, to, I don't know, whatever you want to call it.
True one.
It was a
real
Democrat job on that election. And even...
That is the one thing that Democrats are good at. The only thing.
People want the guy back in office.
Yeah.
And so the best you can do now is try to throw him in prison.
Yeah.
And the further irony of all of this is they're trying to show how clean they are and how awful Donald Trump is. And so what do? They bring a guy who's most famous for playing gangsters to stand outside the classroom and say, we got to imprison our political opponent or else things are going to be really bad. The other huge mistake for the Biden campaign to go out there and do this is they're proving the Trump campaign's point. Previously, the Democrats had said, we are prosecuting Trump because he violated the law, because it's really, really important that when you make an in-kind contribution to your own campaign 8 years ago, that you file a specific form with the FEC. Don't forget, that is what this trial is about. The trial is not about did Donald Trump sleep with a story. The trial is not about is he a rotten person. The trial is about did Donald Trump misfile documents pertaining to his business and political campaign. That's all it is. It's a paperwork trial. And previously the Democrats said this is the big threat to democracy.
Trump gets the same treatment that I do in life, except everyone loves him, so it's great. But he does nothing wrong, he does everything right, and then people still come after him. It's disgusting. Just like me, I'm an absolute nutter hero, and then I got the worthless scuzzballs just trying to fucking nip on my heels, hyenas.
Is the paperwork trial, and so we need to make sure that Lady Justice is blind, and we prosecute everyone evenly, even though we don't really prosecute Democrats for the same crime. But now the Biden campaign is admitting, no, it's really just about how afraid we are of the prospect that Donald Trump could be reelected.
Which he will be.
So now you're proving the point. It is a political...
I registered to vote, bought a printer, and I have nothing in my life, for one reason and one reason only, to vote for the heroic Trumpy Baba, so he can win against all odds. The Meister's vote counts for 200 million votes. Darhito, buddy, thanks for the $15 donation. Absolutely legendary, buddy. And you have been blessed.
Prosecution, of course. And De Niro got heckled mercilessly.
We're trying to be gentlemen in this world. The Democrats, you are gangsters. You are gangsters. You're filthy! You're nobody! Luke, M-O-O-K, Luke! You're a traitor to Italian and Jews! You're a traitor to Italian Jews! Come on, go!
There's so many people who hate him!
He's a mook!
He's a mook, M-O-O-K. I love how De Niro opens it. He goes, listen, I'm a gentleman here. You people heckling me, you're not gentlemen. Then you hear someone in the crowd go, F you, De Niro.
And then he goes,
F you! Yeah, I'm a gentleman, F you! And then I don't know, is De Niro part Jewish? I couldn't quite make out that guy at the end who was yelling, you're a traitor to Italians. Obviously he's Italian. Maybe he's part Jewish, I don't know. But you're a traitor to your people. I do sort of feel that way. Listen, as a descendant of the Mezzogiorno, as a child of Italy.
All right, that's pretty much it. But that is funny. Oh my God. It's always so funny how the Democrats are just insane hypocrites and are completely clueless and like delusional, and they still somehow make it into power. But finally, people are waking up. So thank God. Vote Trump, vote Republican, USA, and the Maestro never gives up.